exactly what I thought it would be. I got my house on a little piece of land. This is the place I'm gonna take my stand. But I keep living on dreams. One thing I know, that's the way it's gotta be. Am I living the American dream? I keep searching for that dream of me, hoping someday that I will see myself in American dream. Chance I get, you can't change nothing if you don't do that. I pay my taxes even when it hurts. Sometimes I think though it's just getting worse. Am I living the American dream? I keep searching for that dream of me.
It's a hard dream to find, baby. It's a harder one to hold on to. How y'all doing, baby? Fade that out right. I'm learning, baby. I'm getting better at this shit. It is Tuesday. It's Tuesday. It's time for another Blue Dot family meeting. And believe me when I tell you, I'm so glad y'all are here. Randy Peterson was the first one to jump in. Woo, pig buddy, she might be back, but if I was you, I'd stay a little longer. It's still melting down here, brother. Bart Larson is here. Mega Wet Willie, thank you very much. Nancy Halverson. That smart-ass squad, Martha's here. Bart Larson, Jeff Curry. Carol Lowe is here. Let me see. Linda Gallup, thank you, baby, for being here. Appreciate it. BW, thank you for being here, darling. I appreciate your help. Let me see here. I'm on a slow day, baby. Timothy is here. Carolyn and John Majesco, always a pleasure to see y'all in there. Makes my day. Burnt popcorn. All right, buddy. Throw a little butter on it. It's fine. It'll be fine. Bruce Preston's here. Trudy Baxter. Wow. I am so glad that you are in the room, darling. Do you know why? I know you know why. Trudy Baxter is probably the only reason, the only person in this chat right now, let me jump on down here, that knows, because we got lost, that knows why I'm happy she's here. Because she sent me this shirt. That's right. Trudy Baxter from Florence, Alabama. She sent me a wonderful card letting me know that she didn't want my post office box to be lonely for long that it's been a while, baby. So thank you so much for the card and what it means to me. And she sends her love to the whole Blue Dot family. Thank you so much for that, Trudy, because baby, I needed that kind of lift today. And Bill Jones is here. Syngenator's here. Anyway, it is indeed. It's a good shirt. Biden-Harris 2024. If you ain't see that, I am on board, baby, and I'm ready to go. It's been a day, baby. It's been a hell of a day. We got to hear the tape recordings today. The actual voice of Donnie the Dick betraying his country, just throwing them documents all over the place. Here, look at this. Look at these secret plans here for attacking Iran. And look at here. General Milley did it. He's the one that did it. It's the Department of Defense. They forced this upon me. Are you shitting me, anybody? But it's been near the military. Yeah, the president doesn't get those plans and tests unless he requests those plans. He goes to the Department of Defense. He says, I want a plan to do X, Y, Z. And they give him a plan to do X, Y, Z. If he has plans to attack Iran, guess who he asked about? He asked for them, baby. And there he is in that room, shaking those papers around, telling them, look at here, look at here, look at this, look at this. I swear I heard somebody in the background saying, make copies. Our attack plans for an attack, if we ever came to that, the contingency to attack Iran, that kind of information, if it were to get back into the hands of Iran, we'd be sitting ducks. And there's no guarantee that they're not in Iran's hands right now, because guess what? Oh, gee whiz, we can't find those documents. Ha! I don't know where they went. They might be in one of them boxes up in the attic. But that news is minor compared to the news that we got out of the Supreme Court today, that I was tickled to death. I had a brief conversation with Bill Jones on the phone, on the message thing there, and he was excited as I was to see the court strike down the attempt to gerrymander the country all over the place. It was the case of, I had it written down here, Moore versus Hooper, and it was a case about the voting maps, the redistricting of states, and how it's gerrymandered, it disenfranchises voters. And the court struck it down. It was backed by Donnie, of course it was. So that was great news from the Supreme Court, baby, and I was tickled to death to get it. Let me see here. Where's my mouse? Let me get my co-host up in here, because I see some hands up there I definitely want to drag up here. Mitch, don't you go nowhere. I see you in there. Oh, baby. Let me see. Bernadette. Bernadette?
Hey, John.
Hi, darling. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. That Supreme Court ruling was right on.
It was
right on.
It made my day.
They got that one right.
Yes, they did.
That one and the one down in Louisiana last week. They got these right, and it's a good thing for voting rights in America. And, thank God this illegitimate court that they are figured it the fuck out.
I think they know they have a perception problem. They do. And
You
if they would have,
think?
but let's get into that in a minute. Miss Chick, how about you?
I'm doing okay, John. It was a little smoky here this
I
morning.
saw your post that you could
Yes, we
actually
heard.
smell it.
We could smell it like it was a campfire.
Oh,
I
Daddy.
feel for you. I know what that's like, and it's frightening, especially when, it's far enough away that you know that you're not in any danger, but the danger is in the air, you guys.
Yeah.
And
and
breathing.
it is the smoke. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not good for us.
Yeah, it seems to have cleared up a little bit here this evening, so that's good
Yeah.
news.
Well, may they get some rain up there to help with that, because
We've
treacherous,
had
man.
rain. It's just it's coming from Canada. What can
Yeah.
I say?
No,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying.
Millions
They
of
get some
acres
rain
are
up
burned
there.
up there.
They
Yeah.
need some rain up there.
Mm,
Yeah.
mm.
They do.
Yeah, if they got rain around, I wish they'd send it down here, because I damn sure could use some.
Yeah. Well, this is climate change, you guys. We're living it. It's not off in the future anymore. It's here today, now.
Okay.
Yeah.
What we're dealing with.
I was just, not to change too many subjects, but I was just reading something about nighttime temperatures in Texas, how they do not cool off
No,
enough.
no, it's still
And
like up
that's
in the
something
80s.
that's kind of newish.
Yeah, we even have a heat index at night. So
Yeah.
it's just one. Yeah, and we got weeks to go before we're out of this. At least another week. It's
Yeah, they
the-
said the
Dangerous.
daytime temperatures were hitting like 90 new records, whereas the nighttime temperatures were hitting like 180 new records.
Wow. Twice
Yeah.
as much. Wow.
Yeah,
What
That's
I do on
crazy.
tape.
The planet
Uh,
is heating up, y'all.
it
It's
is.
heating up.
It is. We have much to worry about. Hey, before we get started, I just want on the chance, which I think he is. I want to give a shout out. Hang on. Yeah. You'd be doing the same thing if the shoe was on the other foot. I want to. Give a shout out to my brother.
Yes. You hang in there, bro.
Yeah, baby. Hey, if the shoe was on the other foot, you'd be doing the same fucking thing, so don't say anything. I love you, and Yeah, that's it.
We all do.
Anyway, you know what really pissed me off about this decision out of SCOTUS today was the three dissenters. It was a 6-3 decision on this case. 6-3. Alito, Thomas, and Gorsuch dissented. And, all right, I can understand Alito. Fish and chips are hard to come by. Thomas, hey, Mama's got her house paid for. I just was wondering, Neil, have you been on any fishing trips, buddy? Anybody putting an offer in on your mama's old house or something? I just wondered.
Yeah, we need to take a look at Neil, don't we?
Yeah, don't we? How could any justice stand up for what they were trying to do? Because if they had done it, it would have been all over the nation. And I truly hope that there is somebody in Texas preparing a legal brief to challenge the districts here in Texas and take it to the freaking court because we need it. Anyway, I'm sorry, Bernadette.
Is that they didn't get away with it because see what this North Carolina case was about was this legislative theory that a Republican legislature could take over what the people of their state said that they wanted to vote for.
Yes.
That the legislature had the right to go in there and change the people's vote and send up there whatever they felt was representative of their state.
Yes.
They didn't
Fake electors.
get away with that shit.
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
We'll decide what you voted on. We'll let you know how your vote went. Trust us.
This
Yeah.
is the same thing that fucking January 6th was based on, and it didn't fly.
Nope.
So because it didn't fly, maybe they'll take a break with that shit.
Yeah,
It
I
ain't
hope so.
gonna
Let's
fucking
hope so.
work.
They
Let's
won't
hope
take
so.
a break. No.
No, they
won't.
never take a break. They're going to keep trying, you guys. And that's why we got to get out and make sure that we vote.
Yes, because they're trying everything in their power to stop you from doing exactly
Everything.
that.
And they're taking it all the way to the illegitimate Supreme Court. And just like Roe v. Wade, one of these days that shit's going to fly if they get enough assholes on that court.
Yeah. And Bill Jones reminded us that all three of them, Alito, Thomas, and Gorsuch, are all Federalist Society members. There's no surprise in this
And
decision.
they aren't the only ones.
No.
They are not the
No.
only ones. The last three seated on that court were Federalist Society.
Yeah. But even what's her name? The lady. Shit.
Comey Barrett.
Yeah. Even she saw the light through that. I mean, come on.
Well,
man.
she probably hasn't been there long enough to get that bar.
To understand.
Yeah.
To understand the Constitution.
I thought that when they got there, they were wise enough to understand everything. That's why they're on the Supreme Court.
John,
Evidently
that's
not.
what it's supposed to be about. But, take her, take Kavanaugh. You could be a fucking lush that goes around raping people, just like, Clarence Thomas.
Yeah.
Okay? Just like Clarence Thomas, another one. And you don't have to have a whole lot of cases. The chick down in Florida over the Trump case, she's a Federalist Society.
Yeah, she just made a ruling that was favorable to Trump. Offhand, I read it. I just can't remember it right now.
Maybe not. That will probably be challenged, and I don't see Jack Smith not coming back and saying the reasons why those 84
the
witnesses names should be protected.
Yes,
He'll do
that's
that.
what it was. I remember now. It was about the witnesses, and they want to release the names. Really? Just throw them to the wolves out there. Who gives a shit? Is that what you're saying?
Well, John,
Trump already has the names. It's the news media that wants the names.
Exactly.
And she, said, well, other than you telling me the reason why you want to keep them secret, because there's ongoing investigations going on that could have something to do with top secret documents. Perhaps.
Possibly. Let's see.
There's much to think. I don't sit on the court, and I could figure that shit out.
Yeah, some of us really should be sitting on the court besides who's there.
Well,
Mitch, how are you doing?
Yeah, what's up? Well, I'll tell you, man, I remember going to school once, it was a while back, when they actually taught things like civics and, how the government allegedly worked and what the Constitution was really
you know,
about.
it's
and
mystical
how it
stuff.
got the- yeah.
Nobody really knows how it works. It's all
And,
mystical stuff.
we were always taught that the Supreme Court was the ultimate law of the land and that they were the only branch of the federal government that has lifetime appointments or judicial appointments, because the presumption was that nobody would put forth any candidates that could be ridiculed.
That ain't happening, huh?
And that they would go before the Judiciary Committee and tell the damn truth. Wow.
Dare
what a
you say?
concept.
Well, I hate to break it to you, but that's not in the Constitution.
No.
Nothing about that's in the
Nothing
You're
about
right. That's not in the
nothing about having to
Constitution.
tell the truth, evidently.
But,
So
but it is in their testimony to that Judiciary Committee.
I mean, it would not be the first time that a Supreme Court justice
No.
would be impeached, but I think it would be much ado. I just don't think, because of the way our democracy is currently organized, we have 1/3 idiots, 1/3 not idiots, and 1/3 don't care.
Yeah.
There, it's
That's
the
a
part
pretty
that kills you.
precarious, right?
Yeah, the
Right?
ones that don't care.
It's that part.
You know, that's the one. You know, take a side, take a pick, do something.
That's the
Educate
side
yourself.
we need to reach. That's the side we need to care. And to be honest with you, I think there's going to be, because there's a whole lot of kids that are coming out of these schools that have dealt with nothing but school shooting drills all their
Right.
lives.
Yeah, I think I know which way most of the youth in this country is going.
Yeah.
Hey, let me send out a quick thank you to Linda Gallup, who came in with a $10 donation. And Linda, she said, how about a 2 for Blue for Lucas Kuntz in Missouri? He would replace toilet bug Josh Hawley, and he has already raised more money than Hawley. We are, Linda, thank you very much. Send that to Lucas Kuntz. We are doing 2 for Blue. I started, and let me go ahead and I think that's it right there. We started here in Texas. I was planning on putting another one and doing 2 today, but today's activities didn't allow for it. But please, today's we're starting out with Colin Allred down here in Texas. It's my home state. We're trying hard to get rid of Ted Cruz. Colin Allred is a state congressman. He's shown himself to be an honorable man with a high degree of ethics and family values. I'm really pushing this one because, like I said, baby, this is my state. But we will get to, as a matter of fact, I have it on my 2 for Blue on the Discord. And it's a lot. I want to thank everybody who jumped in on Discord and was putting in the 2 for Blue requests. We're going to get to every one of them, I promise you. And yeah, because we got an election to win, baby, and it's going to take all of us.
What's his name? Kuntz to the list. We will get him in there.
Yes,
Lucas Kuntz.
Lucas Kuntz.
Lucas Kuntz. Yes, I
in
put him
Missouri.
on my list.
Yeah, any way to get rid of Josh Hawley, I'm on.
Colin Red is somebody, y'all should go check it out. This is a very intelligent
He is.
man.
He's something to be proud of, isn't he? Go look at his bio.
With Ted Cruz. I mean, I wouldn't mind having that guy in my state. Okay?
Yes, yeah.
So, yes, please go check him out.
Indeed.
Nothing. PayPal failed. I tried to buy a thing. Oh, sorry.
No, it didn't.
Oh, sorry.
No, it
Sorry.
didn't.
I wasn't muted. Sorry. Side conversation.
But it didn't fail. I wanted you to know that. It went through.
Julie. Jesus.
Hey, what's up?
How, Julie?
Yes.
How are you doing, dear?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm hanging in there, baby. By a thread, but I'm here, so. I'm wavering in
Okay.
my head today all over the place, baby, so. But now I heard your voice in there, and look at there. Mitch Goldstein and Julie just came in the room with a $5 donation and said,
Oh, see there?
Hey, we need Blue Dots to talk to the don't cares. We need them to help us save America from fascists, and that is a fact. You know, we all know those people that we can't, I've got them up and down my street. Trumpers like you wouldn't believe. I ain't nothing of what I say is going to affect them. But it's to those people that I don't know. You need to get to those people. You need to let them know just how important this is, not just for us, but for all of us, everybody, because look who's running on the Republican side. That's all I got to say is go look. And it's enough to discuss
Right?
their ass. Oh, I watched
Terrifying.
it. This
Fucking
morning
terrifying.
I got so
Crazy
pissed
people.
because I needed something to get pissed about. And it was after these tapes came out about Donnie talking and everything, and I think it's a congressman out of Alabama. I didn't catch his name.
Yeah.
Did you see him? Well, I don't know if we can trust the Department of Justice on this recording. Maybe every time somebody attacks him, his poll numbers go up. So I'm more inclined to believe that Trump is doing a great fucking job. And yada yada yada.
Right?
I was so pissed at this guy. Really, out of
Well, what do
his
you
mouth.
I mean, dude, what do you expect? Did you hear about what happened in Louisiana?
Refresh my mind what you're talking about.
They're going to have to add another district
Yes, they
around
will.
New Orleans.
And they just that burns their butt, man.
Oh, I'm sure.
I
And
love
I'm
it.
telling you, that's going to be the difference
love it.
between a blue state and
In a red state, yes,
Yes,
that
sir.
could turn Louisiana blue. Yeah, that's why the decision out of the Supreme Court today it hit me so well is
Yeah.
because I'm thinking in my head, please somebody in Texas start preparing a brief. Let's go with it because we are gerrymandered to shit down here, and it does. It impacts the voter in a way that makes you think, well, what's the
Yeah.
point, man?
You
Why should
never
I go
would've
waste
heard.
my day?
You never would have heard of Jim Jordan
No.
if not for gerrymandering.
No,
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
You would
that
not
put
have
the
heard
whole
who's
Freedom
that?
Caucus shit in there.
Elise Stefanik would not have heard from
Wouldn't,
her.
wouldn't even know her
Even
name.
in New York City, it happened.
You know.
You got to see the district lines in Brooklyn.
I got
I
an
mean, you
announcement to
just
make,
can't
guys.
believe it. It looks,
Some of them look like an octopus.
looks
John?
like an Aztec drawing on
Yeah.
a wall.
I got an announcement to make.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Aaron T just came into the chat. Welcome back, Aaron.
Hey,
She
Aaron.
has been busy. She says she's doing all right.
Good.
She's going to be running for town clerk this
Ouch.
year in her town.
Oh, nice.
This child is amazing. Glutton for punishment? No. Now you're on the two for blue list, okay?
Yeah,
There you
we're
go.
gonna put you on. Yes, Aaron
Now you're
Trombley.
on the two for blue.
This will.
Yep.
Yes,
Our own Blue Dot, who's totally active
Yes.
in her community. Run, Aaron, run.
and there it is. I see him already running. The running emoji there. Outstanding, Aaron. Man, that just makes me feel all sorts of good.
Yeah,
Because we.
That's awesome.
Yes, yeah. She's already made one attempt. It didn't turn out the way we all wished it would, but she made a hell of an impact. And
But look at this girl. She's going to do it
she
again.
gonna do it again. She ain't gonna back down.
Our own Aaron T. Now that's participating in local politics.
Indeed.
And oh my goodness, I can't wait.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Well, I don't have to participate in local politics because I have progressives all the way up to the governor of the great Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. And that road that collapsed
Oh my
in
goodness. I'm so
95,
sorry, y'all.
right outside the airport in Philadelphia, 95 is the main thoroughfare
Yes.
that goes
Yes.
from Philadelphia, D.C. to Philadelphia to New York to
Wow.
Boston.
And look how fast they did that.
And they got it done.
2 weeks, man. Amazing.
That is amazing.
Amazing.
And it sets a
It can be
standard.
done. It just proves it can be done.
Yes,
It can be
there you
done
go.
with people who have planning abilities and ability to talk to people and good things like that.
Not like
and,
everybody.
and people who want to get things done for this country, because it's all about making sure that this Interstate 95. I mean, oh my God.
Oh,
this road is
Bernadette,
traveled-
you
my-
know that was
Yes.
motivated by the trucks that go up and down 95 every single day.
Absolutely.
Commerce, baby,
Holy.
commerce.
Yeah.
You're losing
Trust me,
money.
the truckers union, all of the businesses that use that road, there was a
Absolutely.
lot of pressure. A lot of pressure.
A lot of money going down the tubes.
Oh
a lot
yeah.
of time is money. And if you're
Money
you got,
is a motivator.
there you go, baby.
Yeah,
Well,
well,
don't you-
look at what.
There's
look at
money
what they
and there's
did.
liability. Those
Yeah,
two are
sure.
very powerful motivators.
Absolutely.
Yeah, either direction, baby. Indeed. Yeah, it is an inspirational to the whole country the way they handled that. Coming in
Yes.
with glass? Are you shitting me?
Yes.
Well, how come this is the first time I've ever heard of this idea? It's
Recycled on top of that.
Yes,
Amazing.
recycled, yes.
Great idea. Great idea.
and commerce is flowing again. You know, it
Problem
shows
solved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So congratulations to Pennsylvania. for putting
Pennsylvania's
some
got it
smart
going on.
people in place.
You know,
No.
we live in Pittsburgh, and I will tell you that Pittsburgh has a lot of hills.
Yeah.
And every year, and I mean every year, a road collapses somewhere because it starts sliding down the hill.
Yeah.
It's inevitable. And I'm telling you, around here, they get that shit straightened out lickety split. It's
Right
none
on.
of this months of roads closed and, you know, we don't know when it's going to open. They, as soon as the road collapses, it takes like a couple weeks. They come out with a plan. They say when it's going to be done, and it gets done. It's
And it gets done.
astonishing. But
And it
because
gets
they
done.
know this is going to happen, they, you know, they're on top of it. They know it's going to happen, so they're all ready. So maybe
Yeah.
it's a little different when something weird happens that you don't expect.
Yeah.
But I
Hey,
will
you
say,
know, okay.
Hello,
check this
Bear.
out. They expect hurricanes in Florida every fucking year. How come they're
It's inevitable.
unprepared every time it fucking happens?
It's inevitable. It's
I
going to
don't
happen.
get it.
Can't figure that out, can we? It
God,
shows
man.
the power of good government in Pennsylvania is what it shows.
Yeah.
Well,
And-
I'm
and it-
very happy with our new representative, Summer Lee, who is another progressive voice in the United States Congress. We have John Fetterman, who by the way, I ran into
Really?
the other at Pride Day in Pittsburgh.
Really?
He was
Outstanding.
there. Now he's not a hugger, but his wife is, and his wife Giselle, she's a
Really?
handsome woman.
Is
No.
that
Well, I'm
right?
going to have to contact Giselle and tell her to keep her hands off my man.
I heard that. Hug it all up
No,
on him,
this is about saving America from fascism, honey. So
It is.
don't go
You
there.
got
Yeah,
to make
it was his
sacrifices.
patriotic
I
duty
got
to
it.
do so.
It's
Judy.
worth the hug. It's worth the hug.
Yeah, John's not really a hugger,
Yeah,
but his wife is very, very nice, and she's actually doing a lot. She's very, very active.
Yes, she is.
And she's pretty
Outstanding.
awesome. We're very, very lucky. Now we just have to get rid of the other Bob Casey, who's an anti-abortion Democrat.
Really?
Well,
Yeah,
How does that work?
he's
Pretty
an
legitimate.
asshole.
he is an asshole, but he's better than any Republican asshole.
Well,
so there you
there
go.
you go. That's when you have to start looking at degrees of acceptance there. What you
Yeah, meanwhile, where's Dr. Oz? Oh, whether I win or
Ah.
lose, I'm going to devote my life to
Yeah,
Pennsylvania.
where is he?
Win or lose. We haven't seen hide nor hair of that slime ball
You mean you
since
didn't
he
see his
lost.
daily show about the problems of America and how to solve them?
Oh,
I
no.
think he's still selling
I haven't
fat
seen it either.
dissolving gummies or something. I don't know.
Oh my God.
He's hawking
He's
some
selling-
product.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
Maybe
some
he's
sort of
got this
powerful laxative, I think.
somewhere. I don't know.
Mm-mm-mm.
You know, he's got to
He
make a
shows
little
up on
money better
mobile
somewhere.
games as an ad.
Kevin with Pittsburgh has a hill district. That is
Yes.
correct.
I've seen. I'd love to go up there. Up
It's-
in the, they
dude,
call that the
what are you
Poconos,
waiting
right?
for?
That's up in the. I don't
It's,
know.
it's a nice city.
What are you waiting for?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
You
money
got
don't
nothing
grow
else
on
going
trees,
on?
buddy. I don't think I'm going anywhere for a while.
Well, leaves-
I hope I don't.
Well, leaves grow on trees, so you need to leave Corpus
Leave
Christi
Corpus
and get
Christi.
your ass up to Pittsburgh.
Okay.
The problem that the weather would be probably a whole lot better up there right now than it is down here. This is really it's
It's
enough to
damp
just
and
knock you down
moldy
every
and-
time you try to go
yeah.
outside and do anything. It just hits you in the face. We
And
on
I
an
noticed-
average. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying I notice we're not volunteering to come visit you.
No, and I don't blame anyway. As a
Not-
matter of
not
fact, I'm
anytime
out there
soon, that's
telling
for sure.
Randy Peterson, stay where you are for another week, buddy. It's another week before we're going to dip down below 100. So it is. I want to thank Diana Mallory, who just came in with a $5 donation and said, "Run, Aaron, run, lock him
Yes.
up." Oh, oh!
Yes.
I just every time I see those words, I
Well,
love it.
I'm going to be out of town again.
Are you? Where
We
you
did
going
the
this
Grateful
time?
Dead we did the Grateful Dead in Chicago last week.
Yeah.
And next few days, starting Thursday, is Peach Fest. You remember Peach Fest is a 4-day music festival in Scranton, inspired by the Allman Brothers Band and founded by Greg Allman, as like an opportunity for them to play, and also kind of their friends and family adjunct bands, all kinds of tribute bands and stuff used to play there. So we're going to that. I'm going with my buddy Bruce Coffer and my twins Adam and Erica. We're gonna go chill out and shake our bones for 4 days.
I again remind you, I offer my services as a bag handler. Small.
You can't bring no bags in.
Hey, I'm carrying your bags. No bags. You know, you got to go to from the airport to the hotel, all that shit. So you know, carrying all that shit.
Driving, so.
You know, I'm just saying.
Dude, you would love it. You would love it.
I would.
Next year. Come up next
yeah.
year.
I would love it. We'll we'll have to. Yeah, because I'll tell you what. Every time I go to a Blue Dot family reunion or go somewhere it's something that refreshes my soul. And believe me, right now.
All right, well, I got my buffalo mac and cheese ready, so I'm going to roll on out of here.
Well, go enjoy your dinner. Thank you for coming in, Mitch. Julie, always a pleasure to hear your voice, baby.
Hit that like button.
Yeah,
I can see y'all are in there. You haven't liked nothing.
You
got to hit that like
gotta
button.
hit the like button, man.
If you're not subscribed, you should be hanging your head in shame.
Shame.
Seriously.
It's right there.
And if you have a few extra bucks, throw it to John so he can have weed.
There you go. There you go. That's a good idea. Thank you, Mitch. Have a wonderful evening, my friend.
Take care.
You
yeah,
bet.
just tease us and run, Mitch. You're always eating.
I know
You're
it,
always
man.
eating. Oh my God.
Talk about a guy that goes to some concerts.
Good, too.
I'm offering to carry his bags, man. I mean, I can stand around and hold his Coke or something, you know.
Hey, Bill Joyce is in the chat talking about he's needing a vacation, destination unknown.
Yeah.
And you know, there's another one that might need a bag or two carried.
Choose carefully, Bill, because it's either really too hot or too smoky in these places.
Right now, I'll take the smoke.
And don't tell nobody so you can get some rest, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, the more this goes on down here, the longer it goes on down here. You are starting to hear more of the conversation about, this is very unusual. You think anything's up about that global warming stuff? Yeah, I do. Is my answer.
And your governor's still cutting off water breaks for people.
He's still having that fight. Now he'd be the first. Well, it's not about the water breaks. It's about no. But the water breaks is part of it. You're still standing up there trying to stop that shit. He's an asshole at the worst level.
People are passing the fucking out and dying, and it's not about the water breaks.
Yeah, it's not about the water breaks. They just ought to get used to the heat.
It's about the
money
of the water breaks.
That's right. It's about forcing a company to give scheduled breaks.
Just so people know, people are still drinking water. They're not being
they're not
withheld
dying.
water. They just don't get to stop specifically to have a water break.
They can drink water while you're working.
People die of heat stroke. Is when they don't stop and give the body a chance.
But Abbott and his
down.
whole crew of Republicans all want all restrictions. They don't want anybody to tell anybody what they can do, unless you're a Republican.
Yeah. And then we'll tell you.
So they want to remove that. He wanted to remove that law.
I can't have a water break because I might need a water break, and I also can't have an abortion because I might need an abortion.
Yeah, you might need
because of Abbott's dumbass.
I see a couple of hands down here, so we'll increase the population.
Y'all turn Texas blue.
We're trying, baby.
Is a good chance to start.
Don't you like this guy? You went and looked at him, didn't you?
I do. I did. I've heard him speak.
If you go look at his bio, it'll put a smile on your face, baby.
He's very impressive.
If you want a coherent, knowledgeable congressperson,
yes,
this is the guy for you guys.
Indeed.
Look at that likable face.
Indeed. And you held, man, stands up. Looks like he pumps iron or something. He's right handsome. Yes, he knows what he's doing.
You're talking about me.
Yes. Oh, first we are Johnny Fly. Hello, brother. How are you?
Doing great. How are you? Hey, we had a thunderstorm today. So one yesterday and one today. And
brag. That's all people come in here and do. Brag. We got rain. We got weed. All sorts of stuff. Boy, howdy shit.
See,
Hey,
that means you should come up to Pennsylvania.
I should. I
There
should
you go.
indeed.
Yep.
Well, let
And
me
you could
say,
probably get there too, since I-95 is open.
I-95 is open. I could drive right up there. DJ, let's
Right?
get you in the room too.
Hey, John.
How are you
Hey,
doing, my friend?
President, Mr. Chick, and
Hey,
John the Fly. I
hey,
just
hey,
wanted to get something out to Mitch. Mitch, yesterday, Greg Allman's Les Paul guitar sold for $1 million.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I sold it pretty cheap. I thought,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, not a problem.
I wanted to say one
Have,
other
have them laying
thing.
around all over the place up here.
I wanted to bring up one other thing, and it's a political thing, and that is the division between states. If you know who Tom Hartman is, he's
Yes.
a well-known author. He's from St. Louis, Missouri. Here, we're proud of him. And he wrote an article called "Why Are We Letting Red State Welfare Oligarchs Mooch Off of Blue States?"
Hey,
Good question.
Yeah.
it's a
Good
valid
question.
question. Top 10
Hey.
states, out of the top 10 states, 9 of them are blue that put into the
Pay
general
for
fund.
everything.
Out of the
Over
top 10 that
70%
take,
of the
8 of them
economy
are
is
Republican states.
If they had to clean up and pay for the disasters that happen in their states, there'd be nobody left
Nothing
in their
left.
states. It'd
Yeah.
be
You know what
vacated.
the hard part about reading this article is? There's a picture of cockeyed so-and-so from Arkansas, the governor. I call her the cockeyed bitch.
Oh,
And- sorry, it shouldn't
Huckabee,
be
Sarah Huckabee
her
Sanders.
name. I can't even remember her name.
Yeah.
There's a picture of her in this article, so it's hard to look at. But if you can get past that, you read the article. It's a great article.
Well, look,
What's
let me
Sarah
send out a couple of thank yous here because I really I appreciate these very much. Miss Linda came in with a $5 donation and said, for the weed fund. There you go. There you go. It's a reason. And Diana Mallory came in with $5 and said, John needs secret squirrel donations, LOL. And there's a select few of us that knows the reference to what that means. Squirrel.
Uh-huh.
Thank you, Diana, and thank you, Miss Linda. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Yeah.
John?
Yes, I appreciate that.
Lately.
It's going to come in. I hope it doesn't have to come in. Anyway. Huh?
I see him seeing a lot more squirrels lately.
Have you?
Yeah.
And
What are
John,
you smoking?
Right.
Miss Linda got a specific message for you.
Huh?
You forgot the fuck
Trump. Did I forget the fuck Trump? Wait a minute.
You did.
Oh, for the weed fund. Fuck Trump. That's what it says right there. FT.
That's
Yes,
what
I'm
it
sorry.
says.
And let me thank John Cass, who just came in with a $20 donation and said, turn Texas blue, never quit, lock him up, and fuck Trump. Yeah, I got it right that
There you
time.
go.
So,
Got it right that time.
got to catch
You
all
know
them
what,
fuck Trumps
John?
in there. Huh?
You know what, John? I was watching over the weekend. I believe it was Saturday. Mike Pence, of course, it was a conservative little get-together. I think it was at the Lincoln Memorial. And Mike Pence was there, and it was they're celebrating the anniversary of the overturning of Roe versus Wade.
Yes.
Mike Pence is up there. He said, our goal is we should have every state have the abortion ban. He goes, look, you're in now. You have a lot of power. Let's use it. Now that's what he said. People, we as Democrats have got to fight this shit. I'm telling you, they mean business.
Well,
You
he's
gotta
the
stand
born
up
again.
for 'em.
He
Johnny.
wants a
He's the born
15-week
again.
ban. He wants a
Yeah.
15-week ban, and that's generous for that narcissistic party that's running for office right now. But I don't think we have to worry about Mike Pence because he's so far down in
Yeah.
the polls right
Mike
now.
Pence, I don't even know why he's out there. He's
Pretty fucking pathetic. I
Yeah,
think the
it
fly
is.
voting for
every
him.
time I see him, that's exactly my thought. Pretty pathetic.
Yeah,
I think if he were to stand still, he'd be covered in so many flies we wouldn't see him.
yeah, because he's full of shit.
Can
Well,
I
that one fly that was on his head got the idea.
Yeah.
Can I
But
bring up?
Lordy,
the thing
Lordy,
from-
Lordy.
Well,
There
let's
are
welcome Ed into the room. Also, Ed.
Well, actually, this is Pat Robinson. I'm contacting you from the dead, and I'm coming from hell. Apparently, they do have air conditioning, but apparently, this is the same air conditioned coolant that's used to destroy the ozone, which I
Yeah.
think well, God's gonna heal this, and I think we don't. I mean, you have all these science people and
Science
these
all
Darwin
over the
people.
yeah.
Hey Pat, can I remind you of something?
What's that?
You're still dead.
You're still dead.
Kidding everyone. Kidding everyone. How's everybody doing?
Oh, doing fine, Ed.
That's great, Ed.
That was good, brother. I appreciate it.
Sounded
That was a
just
good
like
impression.
him too, man. Shit.
Lawyers going to hell.
Hold on, one at a time now.
Well, I just wanted to ask Pat there if he ever heard the joke about lawyers going to hell. I'm not going to tell it, but I just want to know I can tell it later during the Blue Room.
There you go. Well, no, now you got to tell it. What do you mean? Tell it later.
Okay,
You got
well,
to cheat everybody else out of the damn thing now.
Yeah, I would like
Come
to.
on,
know.
man.
Well,
All
how'd
right.
it go? How's it go?
this lawyer died and he went to hell.
Yeah.
And when he got down there, the devil was showing around. There was a special section for lawyers, and they're all standing around in about 2 feet of shit, smoking cigarettes, talking, telling jokes, having a good
Yeah.
old time.
Yeah.
And so finally he said, let me see what heaven's like. So he went to heaven and he thought, man, heaven is no fun. It's all these, what do you call it? These goody two shoes. You can't smoke. You can't do anything that's worthwhile. So he went back down to hell and says to the devil, I want to stay here in hell. And he says, okay.
Yeah.
Well, the bell rings and it
Yep.
says, okay, lawyers.
Back
15
on
minute
your
break is
heads.
over. Back on your heads.
Yeah, it was just a break, buddy. It was just a break. Everybody back on your heads.
I heard that Trump blurted out something which got him more hot water.
I heard
He says
that.
every time when he blurts out something, the more water gets boiled into a nice searing
Uh,
200 degrees,
yeah.
you would say.
Yes, put
That's
his ass
why
right in it.
he's
He's
so
doing he's his own worst enemy. Anybody that listened to that tape, and I know everybody's heard it by now. There is no question at what he has in his hand, what he is showing them.
Ed, are you talking about the tapes or are you talking about the copies quote that he's now
Both.
been- both? The copies
Yep.
quote is just wild. I mean, I read that. I listened to the tape. I even posted the tape on TikTok, but I listened to the copies quote. And he was
Yes,
talking about him.
make copies.
Of this, copies of that, copies of documents. And I'm going, well, you copied those documents?
Well, of course they did. Of course they did.
And
They're
then they
they're
buried
supposed
it,
to be
you know
journalists. They're there for the story.
John, I would say this, John, DJ, but I don't know, but I'm guessing Trump is going to sell those papers to the highest bidder so he can get more campaign money.
How
I'm,
makes you
I'm,
think
That's
that
what
he
I'm
hasn't already done that?
I'm afraid the highest bidder is Iran. Whoever, those documents, if
Saudis.
anybody got a hold or a picture of them or anything in that room, and
Why
those are,
shouldn't we think that he hasn't already done
you
that?
have to, as I have said over and over, you have to assume that every document he had in possession has been compromised. You have to, because just like this situation, if Iran has the contingency plans for an attack before we attack, what do you think that attack's going to look like? It's going to look like we're going to get our ass kicked real fast. That's critical information.
But it doesn't
know,
have to be
I-
Iran, John, but he could just give it to one of his MAGA supporters and they would keep it as a souvenir.
Souvenir.
Well, they
It
would
is,
realize
look at
that-
this. Well, isn't that what
Trump
he's
called
doing? In the
Trump
tape,
called
you
him.
hear him saying, "Isn't this cool?" That's what he wants to do. He wants to look what I have. Isn't this cool? I have top secret documents right here. Do I
And
know
they
what they
just
mean?
gave
No,
it
he doesn't
to
know what
me.
they mean.
Right.
Trump has christened his supporters Macedonians now. He calls them Macedonians.
Well,
God.
they're Maggotdonians.
There you go,
They're
Macedonians.
maggot material at this
Just
point. I
remember-
swear, I don't know how anybody in their right mind still supports this guy, but I don't have to look far down my street to find the fuckers. All right, they're
He's not
ignorant
God.
as shit in my book. They don't know their ass from a hole in the ground, and they would sell out this whole country to worship their God. Because
Well,
to
you
him,
know-
to them, that's who he is. They're God.
You know,
Oh,
Saudi
the Day
Arabia.
of Judgment? Oh, I'm sorry, DJ.
Oops, I mean Jared Kushner.
What's that, DJ?
You know, Saudi Arabia gave Hunter Biden $2 billion.
Yes,
Oh, I mean
yeah.
Jared Kushner.
Jared Kushner. Yeah.
Careful.
Boy, howdy. You were going to say, Ed?
I want to say when the Day of Judgment comes, they're going to say, sorry, you can't go into heaven because you have worshipped a false god.
You have worshipped a
Now you
false
got to go
idol.
to the pits.
Yeah,
Isn't
I
that
don't
what
worship.
they're doing?
Yep.
Anybody still holding on to him at this point? You've given up your integrity. Your it don't.
Even remotely waving in the wind
Yeah,
for his
please
ass right
spare
now.
me your waving of the American flag. It
Did
makes
you
you
hear
look stupid.
the intent in his voice
Yes.
when he was holding up, I don't know, newspapers,
Yeah, it's,
I don't-
clippings. Just it was just.
All
whatever,
that silly noise.
whatever.
Yeah.
The newspapers that he can't declare unclassified because he's not president right now.
Yeah.
I think
no.
there's more charges coming, y'all.
He thinks
in,
yes.
in New Jersey, in the state of New Jersey, under that jurisdiction for the bed
What do you call it?
monster.
Transporting or whatever it is. Distributing. It's called distributing. That's right.
The distribution of top secret information.
Yeah.
And he
Don't we have
no
some young Air Force kid
disseminating.
that's in jail right now
Disseminating.
for
Yes.
having classified documents, taking them out?
Yes.
Yeah.
And posting
do.
them on Discord. We have people through the history of time for the Espionage Act and the dissemination of information in this country. It doesn't have to be top secret. These records, these documents don't have to be top secret. The fact that any one of those documents, regardless of classification, belong to the United States of America, and he withheld them on purpose, is enough to charge him under this Espionage Act.
Hey, John, I have a question.
Yeah.
I read an article that was had a general quoted saying Trump actually had SAP documents. Do you know what that stands for? It's special access something.
Yes. It's well, each individual document might, it's for certain eyes only. Like the one that they say Five Eyes, that's United States, Canada,
Yes.
Great Britain,
Yes.
Australia, New Zealand.
And
Higher
this
than top
particular,
secret.
but this particular document were military plans, United States government, the Pentagon, military plans for this country in case of the war with Iran.
Iran, yeah.
Okay, Jesus Christ, the classification of these documents don't matter. The fact that he have them and he's waving them around to people who are not qualified to see these documents. The fact that he has them, period.
Period. Right there. End of sentence. He has them. Why do you have them?
Bernadette, there is one way in which it matters. The SAP are above top secret, so if he distributes those, he causes more damage.
That would be a separate filing under the dissemination of classified documents.
Information.
I don't know what it would be. I
Okay.
just know it's more
What
detrimental.
he's being charged with in Mar-a-Lardass is the willful retention of documents, regardless of their classification. For the mere fact that he had documents that belong to agencies of the United States government, those documents were produced by our government.
Yes.
They belong to us, not him. Those are not his personal record. This is not the Presidential Records Act. And he is not being charged with that.
No. He is being charged under the Espionage Act.
He had over a year to give these documents back. Give them back. That's all he had to do. And we wouldn't be here today.
That's it. That's the bottom line.
Oh,
All he had to do is turn over the documents and we wouldn't be discussing this shit. He wouldn't have his ass in a sling right now.
His co-defendant for conspiracy
Hey,
of willful retention of documents, what's his name?
nada?
Nada.
Nada.
Okay.
Hey, guess what?
Could not find a lawyer in Florida to represent him in the state of Florida.
He was supposed to show up in court today.
so
He did not show up.
He did not get arraigned.
He said-
he did not show up.
Yeah, he
Because
said he
he
had
couldn't
traveling
get the
issues and he did not have counsel yet. Really? After all this time, you still have not retained counsel that can go in front of the court so you could be...
There
Yeah.
are traveling issues because of the heat.
Yeah,
Because of the heat,
I
the airlines
fully
are having
understand there
problems.
might be traveling issues, but I think it's bullshit. He has
You know
had
what?
full now. This is the second time.
He's just.
I
wasting
think the
time
man is
trying
really
not to
thinking
do it.
about his
He
options
could've-
here.
he could have showed up in court, but he didn't because he says he had traveling issues. If it was you or me, we'd be in jail.
I'd be in
Take the
jail.
First of all,
train. Take the
I'd
second
be
of
train.
in
all,
jail. Contempt
he
of
can't
court, arrest his
find
ass. That's it.
somebody
Failure
to
to appear.
represent his ass.
Well, and
That's
his
his
buddy
biggest
Donnie isn't
problem.
going to help him either. So
I
But
I just keep having this hope that he's doing this because he's reconsidering his options. He's painted into a
I
freaking
don't think
hole,
so.
darling.
I don't think so. I
Well,
think this fucker is ready to go down with the rat that
let him
drives
go
the
then.
ship.
Let him sink
Hey,
with the
knock
rat
yourself out.
infested ship. Hey,
Because he's had plenty opportunity to turn on him. Okay? But for the mere fact that there's not a lawyer in Florida that wants to pick up this case and put his name on this case for the duration of the rest of this case says something.
Big Johnson says he doesn't have traveling issues to attend the rallies. And
He
want to
certainly
thank
don't.
Michael Johnson, who came in the room with a $2 donation and says, does property tax go up in Corpus because of Musk? Fuck Trump. Musk, dusk, early morning, it doesn't matter if the wind changes directions. Yes, they're going to raise property taxes here. They do it on a constant basis down here. It's one of the reasons, yeah, anyway. Yes, they do. Go up all the time. But yeah, I did see something in the news the other day about I think it said rental prices are falling. They're starting to come down a bit. The average,
They need to.
yeah, because the average rent in this country is $1,400 a month.
And that's ridiculous.
It is.
There's
It
certain
puts it.
people that
You
don't
want to.
even make that much money.
You want to
in
know how
a
come you have a
month's worth of
homeless
time.
problem?
Yeah.
You know, who can afford that?
Because
That's
Yeah, I
what
think
my
you have
house
to-
payment is at. That's my house payment, $1,400 a month. After
Make
going up
3,400.
because of
a
taxes and
minimum
other
wage
issues
of
from
something
$900.
like $22 an hour to be able to house yourself.
Yes.
Thank you.
Hey,
And people
hey,
people
John.
don't have housing because they can't afford it. You're paying mortgage payments for renting a shitty ass apartment.
There you go. You were gonna say, Johnny Fly?
John, I was just gonna say that'll give the right wings something more to bitch at. Oh, it's Biden's fault. That's the reason why everything's so expensive.
Yeah,
It's
I don't think so.
Biden's fault.
I
It's
think
coming down
Biden's-
though, Johnny.
yeah, it's coming
Biden's
down.
doing that.
If anything, Biden's
Yeah.
doing a hell of a job, and the economy
Biden.
is getting
Yeah,
better.
he
It's a
is.
rough haul because look what we're coming through. 4 years of a jackass administration that tried to ruin this country and give everything they can to the wealthy and the corporations.
Pandemic that nearly killed us all.
Yeah.
We can get the damn
Biden
Yeah.
just got sick days for railroad workers. Accomplished something he did not stop at when he talked to the unions last year and got them to postpone that strike. And I'm so proud of our president right now, and so grateful that he is the one that's in charge in this
Yeah, because I don't know if
worldly
anybody else
mess
could
that
be.
we've gotten ourselves into right now.
Joe knows how to work across the aisle, how to talk to those
Yes, he
Republicans that
does.
still have half a brain left in their head. And he's
Yes,
making
he
he's
does.
making
Yeah,
progress, but we are fighting an uphill battle with the administration. I mean, the Republican leadership. Yes, Johnny Fly.
Well, I've known about Biden for years. Because he did live in Pennsylvania. He's from Scranton area.
Yes.
Right.
And he's always been like that. He's always been like that. And I'd vote for him on a heartbeat
Oh.
compared to some of the other
I'm waiting to vote for him,
assholes.
buddy. I can't get there fast enough. Let me thank Michael Johnson, who just came in the room with a $5 bill and said, "Doobie Fund. Fuck Abbott, fuck Trump, and fuck DeSantis." Seems to be a theme around here. Thank you very much. I appreciate every
John?
donation we're getting. I'm looking at I might have to make some traveling plans, and yeah, that's going to go a long way to help. So I thank everybody. Yeah, go ahead.
John, I was going to say this is DJ. You know that.
Yes.
Another squirrel.
Yeah.
Anyway, there was an op-ed in the New York Times today about the downtown St. Louis area.
Mhm.
You want to know why?
Why would that be?
Because the state of Missouri has done everything they can to stop the downtown area from bettering itself. The open carry laws, you don't even have to have a friggin' permit.
No, you don't need
to
a permit
carry
for
a
open
gun
carry.
in
Constitution
Missouri.
gives you a right to just slap it on your hip and walk down the road.
And
ahead.
because of the high crime, the homicides, and everything in downtown St. Louis has tried several times to put in effect more restrictive gun laws, and the state has blocked them every time. The state has also blocked their in trying to increase the minimum wage. All the things that would make downtown better, the state of Missouri has blocked.
More had it. You know what gives me hope, DJ?
What?
When I see comments like this. Chuck Kokoska. I hope I'm saying that right, Chuck. Here's what he said. He said he moved here to Oklahoma from Southern California. I'm turning all my friends in Southern California to you, bro. 1, thank you, Chuck. 2, you moved to Oklahoma. I know it's going to be rough, buddy. It is a solid red state. But keep pushing it, buddy. Keep pushing it. And don't let go of your values. Don't let go of your... Just... Because, you know... I call myself a blue dot. He's a blue dot in Oklahoma now.
Yeah, well, it's hard as hell to live in a red
It is hard
state like
to live in a red
Missouri.
state when you're watching everything go by.
Yeah, but when
That's
you
a
got,
good
when
influence,
you
though.
got, you know, I know for a fact in Southern California that the rent prices in Southern California are fucking ridiculous. If they're $1,400 down there in Texas, they're somewhere between 17 and 2,000 in Southern Cali, and it's just totally untouchable. I have a cousin that moved from Pasadena, California, to Kentucky, and because of the prices, and you know, and I'm questioning her move. Why the hell did you move to Kentucky of all places? It's the pricing is better. But then you know, now you got Mitch McConnell for a fucking senator.
Yeah.
Out.
But we have another blue dot in Kentucky. You know,
Yes.
and on her note, the cost of living in Kentucky is substantially lower
Yes.
than a lot of places in this country.
But you know, Kentucky is one of those really high red
Yep.
states that draw off the blue states
Yes.
just to survive.
and that is true. It's one of those 10 that one of the 8 on that top 10 list that are red states. They take more than they put in, and yet bitch about it all the time.
John,
Yep.
Yes, sir.
you know why? You know why Missouri's not really siphoning off of the blue states? Because they got a fucking $3 billion reserve, and they won't use it to fix up anything in the state or help the state. They got $3 billion in the bank, and they won't fucking use it.
Well, y'all need to change some
Save it.
people that are running your state, huh?
Absolutely.
Okay, get busy.
Vote.
Get busy.
Well,
Where were
I'm
we?
gonna-
Oh, sorry,
I'm gonna
squirrel.
volunteer For Lucas Kant's campaign, I'm going to help him. I'm going to volunteer when it starts to go.
Well, you know, we should all, you know, as a matter of fact, well, another reason, look at my phone, jeez. A better reason. I got a notice from the local Democratic headquarters here in Corpus Christi and gave me their schedule for where they're going to be meeting up and having barbecue and all of this stuff. And I'm going to try to, if I can, show up with a camera and highlight some of the local political favor going on down here. If I can.
The Democrats in St. Louis sent me a notice too, but I didn't have $100 a plate to go.
No. I'm just showing up with a camera, standing outside, going, "Hey, look at them." That's what I'll be doing. If that plate costs anything, well, you know, if we can, if you're in a position to be able to make that kind of a donation, more power to you, and please do. Yeah, I'm not attending any $100 plates. I'm talking about small. You know, they're going to be cooking hot dogs outside the Democratic headquarters. Is what it
I
is.
could afford that.
Yeah, I can come by and grab a hot dog. But no, I'm inspired by people. Our own Aaron Trombley, who is running for office, and others. Johnny Fly himself, that's been involved in his local politics. It's a rough day, baby. The political.
Yeah, he's been real active in his local chapter of the Democratic Party
Yeah,
there
yeah.
in Pennsylvania, and you know,
And we should all-
Johnny Fly is a great patriot for doing
that, and it does.
Yeah,
It makes you feel that way
absolutely.
when you participate, when you make that call to your local Democratic headquarters, and they're, you know, all of them are very informal meetings anyway. You know, people are just getting off work and stuff. They're coming in there, and they're making plans for the local elections and what they're going
Karen
to
T
do
just made a comment. She said local committees across the country need volunteers.
all
So there
over
you
the
go.
place.
Get involved locally. You can make a difference, even if it's just stepping on the very envelopes we hate receiving in the mail and all the rest of that. Get out there and help.
You
And
know, the
let's
local Dems in my area arranged to attend all of the meetings, be it
yes,
the commissioner meetings or any kind of meeting, anything that's,
yeah,
people vote on shit.
Yeah.
They go and listen, and
Just sit in the background up there and take a listen.
well, they might do that. And sometimes if they don't like what they're hearing, they're going to get vocal. And they've
Indeed.
been doing that too.
And
And
it doesn't
that's-
take much, because when you go to listen, yeah, there might be something there you ain't going to like, and it's going to motivate you to say something.
But that's where all of our politics start, is in our local communities.
Everywhere. Isn't that the old saying, all politics is local? And it is.
yes.
Everything from the presidential race down to
I
dog
mean,
catcher.
look at the school boards going around in
Indeed.
in your district, and see who's getting on those things. I
Yeah.
mean, it makes a difference.
If you got
Well,
somebody on your school
banning of
board wanting to
books,
ban books, maybe you ought to take a look
Yeah.
at them. You know,
Yeah.
it's not why you're setting
that
your
comes
kids
from
there.
your local school boards, man. Banning books. There you
Indeed.
go.
Indeed. Well, look at there. Maria Betancourt
And you
just
know
came
what?
in. Huh.
Go ahead.
All right,
Catch
Maria
that.
Betancourt just came in with a $5 donation and said, "Hi, Blue Dots. Hi to all. Listening while driving rule. Maria, be careful, baby. Keep your eyes on the road." And
Hello.
thank you very much, darling. Wrong mouse. I'm clicking on shit. Thank you
We
very
got to
much,
dedicate-
Maria.
And you know what? We all are participating as long as we're here and we're trying
This
to get
is
the word
a
out.
form of
This is
participation
a
in the whole
form of
process.
participation.
Yes.
So, go ahead and give your hands yourself big hands
Yeah.
and clap, because I'm proud of our
Because
Blue Dot
it
family.
shows you're interested. You're
Yep.
concerned about what's going on in this country anyway, for the mere fact that you're here. And right now we have 115 people listening, and it's just, that just warms my
So-
heart, baby.
Go ahead and hit that like button.
Yeah, we should have 115 likes down there. Anyway. Oh, man. Oh, my mind is wandering. I can't keep my shit on anything, I'll tell you. It's, but it is. This is oh, Lord, I don't even know what I'm trying to say, buddy.
It's okay, John. Some of
Yeah.
us understand your reason for frustration today and your absent-mindedness, and healing blessings going out to your brother, man.
I appreciate that. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
heavily on my mind. He knows I love him and all that kind of bullshit.
So,
And he's my last brother. He's my last sibling. He's my last member of my family.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm concerned. I'm worried about him and all that shit.
we understand.
Yeah, all that kind
Well,
of stuff.
this is good for you to stay busy while there's nothing
Yeah,
else that we can do
There's
right now.
nothing I can do right
He's
now. He was
he's in
supposed
good
to have
hands.
surgery today, but they had to cancel it because he's not in the best shape, and they're gonna have to run some more tests on him and stuff. But he's gonna have to have surgery, and it's not gonna be easy. So yeah, I'm concerned about him. We're old. I'm the youngest, and I'm old. So
Family always is heavily
it's heavy on
mind.
your heart. It lays heavy on your heart. But I'm sure every one of us have family members that are going on through. Every one of us has family members that's
Yeah.
going through something.
Yeah.
Myself and others included.
I have a sister that has dementia, and I worry about her being the next lady down in San Antonio getting shot through a fucking window. Because, she can't help
That
it.
story is just, it's heartbreaking every time I see it referenced. It is just such an unnecessary death.
Yeah.
It is heartbreaking, that story. If anybody
And
hasn't
it
known,
can happen to anybody in
Yes.
anybody's family. And,
Yes.
it's a damn shame that we use the police force to be the deciding factor in a mental health case or incident, and, that, they get to be the deciding factor on whether somebody gets to live or not.
I
Because
hope
they're
the
having a
murder
bad
charges-
day.
The murder charges should stick. I hope
I
they
don't-
do.
Well, regardless of the murder charges and all the rest of that, as well, these gentlemen should be charged. Okay, the fact that this woman is dead because she was having a mental health crisis that they knew about.
They
Is
already
the
knew that was
problem.
it. They
That's the
already knew
problem.
the problem. The problem was a mental health crisis. She
That's why
had
they
a
were
small
called that.
hammer in her hand. How they equate to that as a deadly threat to them, I don't know. You really got to be stretching it through your ass to get that out. And I don't think any
Maybe
defense
if
is
we
going to
threw
stand
some
up in
money
this.
at mental health in this country, it wouldn't be such the problem that it is. But let's not
Yeah.
do that. Let's just go out and, I don't know, support selling more guns
Again,
because, that solves the problem.
yeah, more guns. Everybody get a gun.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Missouri,
And if
no
I ain't
tax
going
on
crazy
ammunition
enough, do you know how
guns.
many, anybody keeping track of how many times John has looked at his wrist this evening?
How many times?
Oh,
I
must have been
You don't
100.
have your watch on, huh?
No, it's not. I broke my watch. I broke
Oh,
my
no.
watch, and I broke it in a way that I can't even put the stupid thing back on and not even care about the time. It's the band I miss. It's,
Half
it's,
past a freckle, quarter to a mole.
It's hard to
Yeah.
get used to not having
not
one of
having
those
something.
on your
Yeah, I've been wearing that thing
Yeah.
for over 50 years. Same band. And, yeah, now I can't even
Can you
get the
get it
damn.
repaired?
I don't give a shit about the watch. The band is fine. My band is yeah. I was drunk the night that thing was made on a street in the Philippines, and it's carved with some very personal information, and yeah, it's but it yeah, I can take it down and get it.
You
Yeah,
feel
it's not
sort
the
of
watch.
naked.
Yeah,
You feel sort of
the
naked.
band is
It's
fine.
It's kind of like when a woman goes out if she doesn't have on earrings or lipstick.
Oh, earrings.
Well,
It's funny you should
One
say
of
that.
those.
Oh my God. My son Tyler came back from visiting his girlfriend and came in there and started looking at his mom. See anything different about me, Mom? Mom's looking. No. Did you trim your beard? No.
Rebellion.
Yeah, I don't know. Did you clean your glasses? I don't know. He kind of turns his head and leans in a little bit, and she goes, "Oh, you got your ear pierced." Wow.
okay.
Tyler got his ear
John?
pierced. Huh?
I
Right
don't
on.
wear my earring. Haven't worn it for years. I got my ear pierced in 1964.
Oh, I had mine pierced years and years and years ago. I don't. It grew over years and years and years ago, I guess. So.
Mine's
It's,
still open. I can put an earring in it if I want. I
Ah,
just
because
don't
you're a
use it.
hippie. That's why.
Yeah. And
Kansas City's
Fly,
oldest hippie, as I might add.
Fly, you're probably can answer this. Do you know which year is the gay year?
I
Both of
never
them
heard of
nowadays.
a gay year. Okay, I sense this is a joke.
Ooh,
No, it's not a joke.
ooh, ooh.
When I pierced my ear in the '60s, I pierced my left ear because everybody said,
Ah.
"Don't pierce your right ear. That's the gay ear if you have an earring in." And that was the thing in the '60s.
Now let me finish this little thing by saying that when Tyler got his ear pierced, his left ear pierced, Tyler said he's going to wait for the first person to come in the store and say, "Oh, you got it on the gay side," because then he's already formulated his answer. He's already going to say, "Yep, been drinking too much Bud Light."
Yep. There you go. Right on, Tyler.
I like
Right
it.
on, Tyler.
I'm afraid Tyler is fixing to. He's either going to lose his job, or the owner is going to ban this guy, because this guy is pretty
Okay.
freaking racist, and Tyler's about fed up with his shit. And
Yeah.
Tyler's about to tell him, yeah,
Fuck off.
yeah, fuck off, get out of here. Because the
No,
owner
no,
the owner of the store is Korean, and he's a
Okay.
nice guy,
Yeah.
really nice guy, and yeah, the guy's been talking smack, so Tyler's fixing to throw
Well,
his ass out.
If you guys only got one holes in your ears, you guys are wimps. I got three. In
You
both
got
of my
three?
I
ears,
was
okay?
gonna say it sounds
Yeah.
a little lopsided to only do one ear. Come on, guys.
Hey.
Hey,
Buy the whole
Yeah.
pair of earrings.
I do.
I
Y'all just
don't
can't see him
have-
because I'm wearing headphones. That's all. I have big old long
What's
dangly ones hanging down.
Tyler, what is this guy doing, John?
Huh?
I don't. Hey, I only have two holes. One is for each ear, and they're to listen. And that's how.
Go.
All right. All right.
All right.
They make clip-ons.
Nothing against those.
Arg, I'm with Aaron.
I have to.
Arg,
I have,
two on an end is
I
more
have,
like a pirate. Arg, Avast swabs. That's what I
Hey, ain't
think.
nothing wrong with
I
two
have.
earrings. Ain't
No,
nothing wrong with that.
no. Earrings does not make a
Hey,
man,
I
and I
have
got
to.
news for you. It doesn't make a woman either.
No,
You
it
know,
doesn't.
so, you know,
It's just an adornment.
I
it's
have,
for everybody.
I have a confession to make. Years ago, no, and some people might have heard this already, but a friend of mine wanted me to do drag. I said, come on, I said, I'm a man. I don't know if I should call him. But he
Yeah.
convinced me and I did it. Now, I never had pierced ears, maybe because they put these diamond earrings up. And how do women, and then the top, how do women underneath things? Ugh.
You're breaking up a little bit on me.
Yeah, we're only getting every other word there,
Yeah.
Jennifer.
I was fixing to say that's a
Hey,
weird story.
I
Yeah.
just know people who pierce more than just ears. Okay.
Hey! This is a
Yeah,
family
I
show
do.
I'm
anyway.
just saying. I'm just saying. There's some people out there that pierce more than ears.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't know what to tell you.
Oh,
Yep.
lots of them. Lots of 'em. Nose,
You know,
cheeks, other
some of them
body
places look
parts.
like they freaking hurt.
I know it. I look at him and go, I ain't doing that.
And then they
Okay.
put
Let me
chains on things. And
let me
John?
thank
Oh my goodness.
let me thank Alan
Lord have
Roberts.
mercy.
Alan Roberts, who just came in with $250 in Canadian. That's got to be like, I don't know, $100 down here. It says 147 reasons to restaff the Congress. Fuck Trump. And I know exactly 147 reasons he's referencing, and so do y'all.
John,
Huh?
do you remember when
Thank
you
you.
kissed the woman with braces and your braces got locked?
Whose
No,
braces?
if you remember when you kissed a woman, if you both had braces, your braces would sometimes lock, and you had
I've
to.
heard of this.
Okay, now if two people with tongue rings kiss and they're French kissing, the same thing happens. Tongue studs.
It could, but most of them wear studs on the top and the bottom for specific reasons. I don't know. You have to ask them. But I mean, these are things I heard about. Okay, I don't know. Have no personal knowledge about this kind of
I
Uh,
have one piercing in the ear, and that's it. All other holes.
I have 6. Y'all want to guess where they are? Go ahead, guess. I'll sit here and listen. Anyway, wait a minute. Where is he, Pierce? That old bat with 2 cats just came in. I'm gonna ship you some cats, dear. I got new ones, little bitty ones. Old bat with 2 cats came in with $20. Said thank you so much, darling, and said maybe if we had a national health scheme, people would be able to pay for therapy and all the prescriptions they need to keep in therapy. Oh, gee, what a great idea that would be. Oh, wait, no. All them rich people wouldn't make money if we did that. Yeah, if we had a national health, it's so sad that we don't. And it's one of the things that's one of the big reasons we have a say in this fight. Because we all realize that's what this country needs. National health care.
Medicare for all.
Yeah, health care for all. It shouldn't matter how much money you got in the bank or how much health insurance you have if you're sick and needing care. It's
Because go figure, if you had some health care all through your life, you wouldn't have to wait until you were
maybe
in your
you'd be a healthier
60s to
person
get
through life.
Medicare and then use it to the hilt because you've got so much damage that you couldn't
Imagine
take care
that.
of.
Wow. This is a
Imagine
great
all the things we
concept.
could do if money wasn't the prime motivator of everything.
Right?
Think what the things we
Especially
could do.
healthcare.
Health care,
Especially healthcare.
housing for the homeless, providing
Yes.
a decent living
Rolls
for
us all
everybody
back
in
to
this
that
country.
military budget again.
Oh, that military budget. We need a
Oh,
lot of
that
money.
military
We're going to
budget.
go to war with Russia and China and shit. I don't know. We got plans to go to war
Space
with
Force.
Iran.
Now we got
yeah,
Space
Space Force.
Force.
Got to get up there and do that. Yeah, it is a dangerous world, and we need a strong defense. But guess what? We already have one. 10 times, 100 times more powerful than anybody near us.
And why is it that we have humans out there that have to always be so aggressive that we need to defend ourselves or be ready to defend ourselves against aggression?
Why
are
don't we
these
try to
assholes?
promote a
Who
world
are
war?
these aggressors?
Yeah, who are the aggressors? Because look what's going on in Russia right now with the
I don't know. I think it has
challenge to
something to
Putin's
do with.
authority. You
I
know,
think it has something to. These aggressors have something to do with the maggot cult in January 6th.
I think it has to do with testosterone, but we won't go there.
yeah,
Well, a lot of those that are getting locked
I
up for
think it has
January
everything
6th
to
are
do
full of testosterone.
with
Oh, they sure are.
a major part of our economy based on defense budgets, defense contracts, and unless there's a need for that kind of thing, they won't get those contracts. So it's better to keep the world in a place where everybody's nervous. With the challenge to Putin right now, I'm hoping beyond hope that this will stimulate a change within Russia to bring a new party into power. Because the party that's over there now is based on one thing, and that is bringing back the USSR, and that's not going to happen. And it would just lead the world into a world war. And shit, I'm just
Well,
hoping.
somehow, this was a big blow to Putin, especially his pride. But somehow he managed to maintain control, and they've got this guy running over to Belarus, and who knows what's
For
really
shame.
behind that whole deal. But apparently his soldiers have been given the option to run with him or to incorporate in. I say that this guy, if he's going to retire over to Belarus, don't go near any windows.
Don't go near windows, and I
You're
wouldn't
gonna
eat
get things
anything
burnt.
without somebody
Yeah.
testing it. But let's see if that guy dies before I eat.
Exactly, because
Yeah,
I don't recall Putin being a forgiving,
No,
or
he's not.
forgetful man.
and he's
It's
been
not
pumping
over.
himself up on TV here lately.
It's not
Yeah.
over because Putin has showed weakness. There will come more attempts. Putin has shown his weakness.
I want to see the resistance come from within Russia. Russia has to, its own people have to stand up against it.
The
Well,
people
now
out
that
in
he put this
Latin
guy
that
down,
came on the
I don't
street.
know that it will
Yeah.
stand up anytime soon. Or even if they can get next to him, who knows where the fuck Putin is right now?
Right now, nobody
I've
knows.
been
Let me
following-
Exactly.
Let me send out a thank you to our own Johnny Fly, who just came in the room with $5 just to remind us to remember how important it is to vote, friends. We have to vote blue as much as we can. If we don't, you'll be seeing red, and I want to see blue, baby. Amen, Johnny Fly. That's what I want, baby. That's what, all day today, Bill Jones and I were messaging you back and forth a little bit there. But I was thinking to myself, I just, this decision from the Supreme Court excites me for the mere fact is I hope there's somebody here in Texas drawing up a challenge to our district map, because Texas is the same way. And there are
Same
a lot
as
of other
Missouri.
states in this country that are just
Missouri the
gerrymandered
same.
to shit. There is no real representation. It's not the voters picking the people. It's picking the. They all say it's not the people picking the politicians. It's the politicians picking the people, and that's not the way our democracy runs. So I have hope for my own state, and Anyway, let me remind you one more time, and by the next show I should have two of these. I'm going to keep Colin Allred up there, and then I think we're going to do another two for blue, maybe Lucas, and keep that going. We'll do at least two for every show, and cycle them through, because we want to get the word out that unfortunately in this world it does take money to run a campaign. So especially if you are in a blue state, a solid blue, and you're comfortable with who you've got and who you're going to keep, tend to think outside of your state and look towards other places in the country where Democrats are desperately trying to regain control. And I think we stand a damn good chance of getting rid of Ted Cruz. And if I'm hitting the button right, then it would be, hey, I got a T-shirt today. So if I
and
got,
let's
that
not
means the
forget
mail's still running. So
Oh yes.
take a minute and drop us a line.
That mail calling.
Yeah,
You
you
know
get your
what,
name
John?
called out here.
You know what,
Cause
John?
look how happy
I-
he gets when he gets
Yeah,
mail, man.
I got a
He's
smile on my
excited.
face. So I went and opened the box. I was not expecting anything. I've been going up there for weeks, nothing there. But at this moment, when I'm in my truck today, no air conditioning, 100-something degrees outside, that post office was air conditioned, and I took my time from the moment I opened that door to slowly walk to my post office box to check my mail, just to soak it up for a minute. But yeah, I was tickled to
I
death.
just want to make a shout out to Aaron T. That if you got your Act Blue page together or
Yes.
place that we could donate, get us that information so we could Two for Blue our own Aaron Trombley.
Yes, we
running
want a
for
Two for Blue you,
town
baby.
clerk of where she is. Oh my God, I love this one.
I know
I
it.
saw him
Run,
for-
Aaron, run. And again, I want to
She's
thank.
a fighter.
Yes,
She's a fighter.
I want to thank Trudy Backer today for sending me my T-shirt and wonderful card. Thank you so much, Trudy. I appreciate it tremendously. To those names going by, that's what helps me every month is to get through, because the bills come regardless, and you're the ones helping me pay them. I want to thank everybody that donated a la carte tonight, and it definitely got some issues coming up, and that's definitely going to help. So I really appreciate everybody's kindness in those donations. Help me out here. We're going to say goodnight. Shit. I don't know where I'm going with this. What was I supposed to do? Oh, say goodbye? Is that where we're at?
Maybe.
I guess. I don't know, darling.
Hey, John,
Yes, sir.
if you go to Lucas, LUCASKUNCE.com, you can donate on that page 10, 25, 100, 250, or 500 to Lucas Coons.
There you
So
go.
we will get a Two for Blue
We will.
going on him, and then that way we'll be able to put it in the.
Look for
in
it.
the
Look for
chat
it on
and-
Thursday. We'll be back here on
Yep.
Thursday for another meeting.
Some of
Yeah.
them are already in the Discord thing. So.
Yep.
Yes, yes. If
We-
you're
we
on
got quite a
Discord,
few of 'em in
look
Discord.
under a Two for Blue. There's a whole list of people that we want to get to get to Two for Blue to try to help. So don't wait for us to go on air with it. Do it now if you can.
And if
do it
you're
again
on
later.
Discord, please post it under the Two for Blue.
Yeah, some
so
of them are
that
ending
we-
up
it
in
makes it- some end up in main discussion, which make
Right.
it a little bit harder to find, and that's why we created this Two for Blue.
Yeah, they kind of
Eddie.
disappear there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they do disappear under main discussion. 'Cause
hey,
there's
things will
Yeah,
have a tendency
so
to
much
float away up there.
conversation that get.
I
They get
saw that
put
Two
in
for
there.
Blue the other day, Bernadette, and I didn't even know you made it. So, and maybe it
Well,
won't.
don't blame me. That was the Travis thing, and we're gonna give Travis all the
Oh,
props that
yeah.
he deserves because the guy's still behind the scenes pulling on knobs and
He's
making
got
things
his
happen
plate full
around
right
here.
now, as a matter of fact.
You know, like maybe once in a while.
Travis,
we'll
if you're
just-
listening, we got some other things we need to talk about, bruh.
I'll get him
Call
on that.
me.
I'll get him to
Yeah,
call you. I also want to point out Ginger's Ranch Show. Ginger Virginia Woodley just put a notice in there saying that she's got her chat show open tomorrow at 1 p.m. on Facebook, and she will post it on YouTube. So y'all don't forget to give Virginia Woodley a listen. She's using her voice out there also. So
Another blue dot.
another blue
Let's
dot.
support our
And
blue dots.
I am so tickled. Did anybody else hear from Velica? I mean, not Velica. Velda. Velda
No, you
Snyder.
heard from Velda.
Yes, she posted on
Nice.
Facebook. She is thinking about smart ass Claudia. What size shirt? I wear a large. Is that what you're asking? Large?
That's what.
Large. What was I saying? Something
Velda.
important. Oh, Velda Snyder.
Velda. Yeah.
Yes, she posted on Facebook, and Velda used to do rants quite a bit, and she has been gone for quite some time now. She had some personal issues in her life that she had to deal with. It's been a rough road for her, but she's thinking about coming back, and I want to encourage
be
the shit out of that.
Absolutely.
Yes,
Come on
I
back,
told her
Velda.
we
Oh my
missed her
God,
around
we
this
missed
table, baby. So, yes, as soon as, anytime she's ready and willing to come on, I would love to see her name pop up down there. But
Velda, call me.
she is,
And another one, John. I'd love to see Diana Mallory because I haven't heard from her in a while.
well,
She
now,
was
wait a
in the
minute.
chat tonight.
She was in the
No,
chat
the-
tonight, buddy.
Couple times.
She made a
Couple
donation
times.
even.
Yes,
Where
she
was
did.
you?
Awesome.
There's
She
a,
was in
there's a
the
woman
chat.
I want to hug again. Huh?
I just miss her little love note.
It was fantastic. She was the highlight of that trip, I'm telling you.
Yes,
That
she
I will
was.
not forget getting off that elevator, ever. That's
I know.
solid in my head for the rest of my life.
Boy, for a
Well-
moment, John, I thought you were going to say going down the escalator. You remind me of somebody else.
No, I stay away from escalators for that reason. So,
Yeah, buddy.
indeed. Anyway, I want to thank everybody for coming by tonight and visiting and participating in this. It is here lately, my heartbeat, baby, is what keeps me going. Anyway, Ed, you've been being quiet back there, brother.
Yeah.
We
No,
appreciate.
I'm fine.
Right.
Just hearing all.
All right, we just wanted to appreciate you coming
It's
in,
good to hear
brother.
from you. Same here. The pleasure's mine. Good night, everyone.
Good night, Tony.
Good night,
Ed,
Ed.
thank you for brother. We appreciate it. Johnny Fly,
Yes, sir.
thank you for coming in, brother. We appreciate the shit out of it.
I appreciate you.
Take
pulling
care of
me
Pennsylvania for us. You're doing a
Oh,
fine
yeah,
job
I
up there,
will.
buddy.
In.
We
Thank you.
appreciate it. Anyway, DJ,
Yes.
thank you for coming in, brother. We always appreciate it.
No problem. I enjoy it immensely. And can I say one thing?
Sure, go ahead.
JC the Hippie on TikTok at JC the Hippie. Click that follow button.
Yes, sorry, I should have already pointed that out. JC the Hippie, our own DJ, is on TikTok and on YouTube, right?
Yes.
On YouTube and on TikTok. So look him up. Give him a follow. You're gaining, buddy. You're coming up in your numbers.
4,200.
There you
I'm at
go.
4,200.
There you go. Keep going, brother. Take care of yourself, and thank you for coming in.
All right. Thank you for having me here.
You bet. And I want to thank Mitch Goldstein and Julie for coming in and visiting. Appreciate it anytime you show up, brother. Anyway, Miss Chick,
Yes, John.
thank you so much, darling, for coming in.
You're welcome, John. And while you're thanking everybody,
Yeah.
you could thank them ahead
could
of
thank
time
'em.
because you know what they could do?
What could they do?
They
They
could
do a lot
hit that
already.
like button.
They could. They've done a lot already. Watch it.
They could jump next to it and share something.
They could share that shit.
Yeah.
Like Leo
If they're on
Saki says,
Facebook, they
share
can
that shit.
follow.
Yeah, they could.
And speaking of Leo, don't forget Biker Thoughts and Wisdom.
Yes, Biker Thoughts and Wisdom. I'm sorry, my mind isn't all together tonight. It's another
Share
voice that
that
we
shit.
all need. Share that shit,
shit.
indeed. So go by there and look for Biker Thoughts and Wisdom. Biker Thoughts and Wisdom. Boy, howdy, it's been a day. Anyway,
Over on Facebook. Over on Facebook.
over on Facebook,
On
indeed.
Facebook.
We really appreciate his voice. Robin Kincaid on headon.live
Network.
on
That's right.
yes on that on the computer
Every day.
and
Every
Tim
day.
Cormel.
Tim Cormall every week. Look for these names. These are voices that are trying every day to keep.
How do you spell his last name, John?
Kincaid.
Tim Cormall.
Oh, Tim, Tim.
No, the last.
Cormall, Corrimal.
Okay, thanks.
Tim Cormall. His is a podcast, comes out every Sunday. I got my schedule for what days I'm going to be on the show, but it's on my phone and I ain't looking right now. But I'm going to be on there several more times. He does a great job. So does Robin Kincaid. I'm telling you, a voice that doesn't quit. And yeah. Anyway, Bernadette,
Yes, sir.
darling, you know what's going on, so I want to thank you especially.
And my heart goes out and to all that are involved in just trying to uplift you.
I
and your
appreciate it,
family.
darling. You
All
knew
right,
I was going to
okay.
lean on you.
I know. Always there for you.
I love you, baby. And
Hugs
to the
and
rest
kisses to everybody.
hugs and kisses to all of you. Thank you to all of our
Mm.
Blue Dot family member on
And
YouTube, on
Tell
Facebook.
Travis. Tell
Tell-
Travis to call me.
Tell Travis to call you. I will tell Travis to call you.
Okay.
I will.
All right. Cool.
So hopefully it'll be tonight. Anyway,
Sweet.
y'all take care of yourself. We'll be back here again Thursday night for the Blue Dot Fleet family. Anyway, we'll be back on Thursday. Y'all say goodnight.
Good
Good
night.
night.
Good night, everybody. Y'all take care of yourself. I love you for being here, and thank you so much for participating.